Hello everybody, I'm going to bring you something that's highly unusual for me. It was a dream that I had this morning as I was worshiping. It was as if the Lord put me into a deep sleep, which is highly unusual for me. And it's an apocalyptic dream, and the thing is, at the risk of sounding sensationalistic, which is really not my gig, I my daughter gets up and she says, I had an apocalyptic dream last night. We dreamt on the same night, the same kind of dream. Actually, the dream took place in the same house, her dream and my dream, in our old house. And then Taylor, my daughter, also dreamt night before last an apocalyptic dream. Now, I'm going to bring you all of these dreams, not in one video, so you're going to have to pay attention. And this one is I don't even know if this is in order or not. I don't even know if there is an order. But I'm just going to bring them to you and do the best I can to share what I think they might mean. And I welcome your comments and your interpretations and what you sense the Holy Spirit is leading you in these dreams. I recorded this morning, like right after I woke up, right after I woke up, I grabbed my phone and started recording. I came out here, and as I started recording this, and I was in the middle of this white feather just fell from the sky, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Nothing is more supreme than Jesus Christ, the Son of God. No dreams, no anything else. It's the good news of Christ, and nothing overrides the supremacy of the Holy Scriptures in the Bible that are inspired by the Holy Spirit. I want that crystal clear. These dreams teach us and warn us. This is a warning dream. This is a warning dream. And when I woke up this morning from it, it was like I was swimming out of consciousnness. It was like, and I thought, I got to get this out today. So here it is. I wrote this down at 6:30 a.m., August 20th, 2023, which is today. Apparently, I fell into a deep sleep and I dreamt the following. It was a gray, cloudy day, and I was in the other house, the house right across by the church building that we used to live in. It was a parsonage when my husband was the minister there. But I was walking around in this house, but it was different inside. It was the same on the outside, but the rooms inside were different. It had been raining and storming and flooding the night before. Then the dream changed. Same day, I was in a car. It was low to the ground like a go-kart. It had no sides to it. It was completely like just the frame, but way down on the ground. And I was driving it down the aisles of a grocery store, and my daughter was with me, and I had stopped the car, and Taylor stood on the steering wheel of the car to try to reach something, and I said, get off the steering wheel or you'll break it. So she got down, and I checked it to see, and it had loosened. The steering wheel had loosened, but it was still working. Now then, when I looked back up after checking the steering wheel, my husband was standing there, Mike, and there were two men with him. They were in black suits with black 1-inch ties, like what they used to wear in the 50s and 60s. And those men were not good men. There was something sinister about them. My husband looked at me and said, we're about to go home for lunch. And I knew that I needed to provide the lunch, go fix it. So I put the car in reverse, and gave it gas, but it would not go backwards. It would not reverse. I put the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and I was braced in case it turned loose and just took off, but it didn't. It would not go backwards. Then the dream changed, and I was in the house. I was outside the house, same house. The day was darker, like a bad storm was coming. And as I went in the house, I noticed our old exercise bike. It was all beat up, and it was by the fence. And I also looked at our neighbor's yard, and it was full of water, like it had flooded, or it was flooding. And I thought that was concerning. So I was in the house, and I was in I had gone through a living room into a kind of a cubbyhole corner of the living room. In the middle of that cubbyhole space, there was an old gas heater, kind of like what used to be in our grandparents' houses, where you'd have to light a match and turn the gas on, and the flames would come behind a grid. But it was in the middle of the room. It was in the middle of the room, and there was a couch there also. And I remember thinking, when the storm comes, I'll get a cup of tea this afternoon and sit on the couch and turn that heater on. And then I thought, I can bring my wingback chairs, which are overstuffed wingback chairs, and pull those up to the fire also. So I remember thinking that. Then I went and I went into the kitchen. And when I went into the kitchen, the men were in there already with me, the two men and my husband. And I had just went to the refrigerator and got out our big sour cream tub, thinking it was going to be sour cream, but it was actually ranch dressing dip, like I'd put ranch in it. Because when I took the lid off, I thought, oh, this is dip, not sour cream. At that moment, I looked outside the window, and I saw this huge, billowing, thick, dark cloud coming so fast down the street at us, at our house. I could not even see the top of this. It reminded me of a thundercloud, like a thunderstorm cloud, but even more than that, it reminded me of the World Trade Centers when they fell. And you remember that dust cloud that people were running from down the streets? That's what it was like. That's what it was like. And I said, as loud as I could, I said, look out the window now. I told them, look out the window now. And so the men looked out the window, and one of them said, it's coming from the south. It's coming from the south. And when I turned and looked back at the cloud, I mean, we were dead. It felt like, this is it, we're dead. That's what it felt like. I saw these 3 tornadoes that were brown red in front, mixed in with the billowing cloud. And I mean, y'all, it was like, I mean, there was no warning. There was no time to run. There was nothing. It was there. Yeah, that was it. Then I woke up. I swam to consciousness, but I was not awake. Like, I had trouble waking up. When I woke up, thought I was like still in the dream. That's how real it was. It was so freaking real. And I don't want to be sensationalist and go, ooh, y'all, get ready. It's like blah, blah, blah. I mean, I do think we should get ready. I'm not sure what this means, except a couple of things stand out to me. First of all, the steering wheel, like, there's no steering. What's like, it didn't work. The steering wheel was not quite, I couldn't, it was loose. A Taylor was standing on it. She wasn't even using it to steer us anywhere. I don't know. I think maybe steer clear. I don't know. Those are the things that came to mind about the steering wheel. I think it was most compelling that it would not reverse. The car would not reverse. It would not go backwards. Like, there's no reversing what's fixing to happen. Now, a lot of us here sense something big is about to happen. I don't know if it is or not. I get tired of feeling that way. And sometimes I think, is it going to be big? Is it going to be a slow drip? Y'all know I think that. This was big in my dream, and it was sudden. And it was after a time of worship. I have no doubt in my mind that this dream was from God. I think it interesting that I said, look out the window now, as if I was trying to warn, it's now. Look out now. See what's coming now. I also think that room with the little fireplace is the fire of God, the warmth, the safe room, the safety room, the comforter is there. The Holy Spirit is there. So I think God was saying in this dream, I'm providing you a safe room where I am. The fire is there, the comforter is there. And I'm saved there. Jesus, the Trinity, is there in that room. So I think that going down the grocery store aisle, I don't understand. Those two men were not good men. Why my husband was with them, I don't know. My husband is a good man. So I don't know what that exactly is. I don't know why I was feeding them lunch. The sour cream thing was kind of interesting in that it had changed from what I thought it was there. There was a change. I opened up the lid and it was not what I thought was there. And that was the moment this cloud came, which is not what I thought would be there. Does that mean this? Does that parallel? I don't know for sure. And I'm sorry if I say I don't know so much in this dream. I don't mean to annoy you. I have prayed about this. I've not sat on this dream for days and days. Mainly because I had this sense of urgency just to make this video. So go easy on me on your criticism of I feel quite comfortable saying I don't know things about God. Because I just don't. If you know, I know y'all know more than I do. I know a lot of people know more than I do. But none of us know everything. I'm afraid to say this too confidently. But after that dream, I thought, it's coming. Whatever it is, and it's about to be over. I did not feel like it was the coming of Christ to get us. I did not feel that. It nearly felt like the end. It felt like the end. It did feel like the end. I thought we're about to die. But I think it was more of a sense it's the end of life as we know it. I guess that would be my summation. It was the end of life as we know it. And it was sudden. Why the go-kart? Yeah. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think about those elements in the dream. I will bring you my daughter's dream. And I'll bring it tomorrow, Lord willing. And I'll do the very best I can to get it out. But it's about missiles coming in. It's about incoming missiles. It's about nuclear. That's what her dreams are about. Once again, we must stay focused on Jesus as the Son of God and his salvation and his love for us and his plan for us. We have to stay focused on that. These dreams and visions will help us in that regard to encourage each other, to edify each other, to warn each other, to teach each other. But they do not rise above the supremacy of Jesus nor of the Holy Scriptures, the Bible. So let's remember that as we move forward, trying to work this dream out with each other. I don't usually dream like this. So that's why I was quite startled. That's all I have. This is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.